Big Daddy, C blocks power, got the streets devoured. Gold chains glisten in the hour, flow like a sizzling shower. Spit fire like a dragon, crews left staggering. Imagining the habit, check it, Big Daddy moving, calculating the scheme. Rough neck, no bleeding, hardcore eyes gleam. C block dominion, pure raw strength in the kitchen.
Going straight to the kitchen. Oh shit! Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time is it? Anybody know what time it is?
It is 10:19.
10:19 from the Media Virus Podcast. Big Daddy joining us. Oh shit. We don't have a Big Daddy Asks this week, but I did put this. I did grab this. I thought this was important, to everybody. So this is important, guys. Pay attention. All right, ready?
A midget beating off in a trash can. Not that midget beating off in a trash can. A midget beating off in the trash can. That was gonna be a midget beating off in a trash can at 8 p.m. A midget beating off in a trash can. Not that midget beating off in a trash can. A midget beating off in the trash can.
So I figured that sets the mood for, I don't know. I came across that today. I wanted to share that. I thought Big Daddy would enjoy it.
I did enjoy that.
The end where he's looking directly at the camera with his hat pulled down low, a midget jerking off in a trash can.
In the trash can.
I don't know what that's from.
So now you are not the only person besides me. Wait a minute. You're not the only person that thinks about Big Daddy when it comes to whenever you see midgets now.
I mean,
I was wondering where you were going with that question.
Yeah, not every time, because there's some personal times I like to look at midgets.
That's right. Actually, who was it that said that? One of the old guests was like, "Yep, Matty likes the little people." It was it Bernardo? No, it wasn't Bernardo. It was Danny Whitson, the magician.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
He was fun.
So we got some stuff to get into, but how was improv this week there, Big Daddy?
Pretty good. We were just gloating over our last show, our previous show on Saturday that went really well. As well as the next show for Fearless coming up at the Delaware Contemporary on Saturday, November 30th.
Whoa! What are you doing?
What's Woo doing?
You, Matty.
The C block like we do every week.
No. I mean, what's in your hand?
It's not what it looks like.
It's a one-hitter.
Oh.
Thanks for bringing attention to the activities in which I'm engaged in.
So in the meantime, as I was saying,
go ahead.
Come check out Big Daddy with Fearless Improv Saturday, November 30th at 8 p.m. at the Delaware Contemporary. Tickets are, I believe, $20 if you want to participate in a improv workshop. That starts at 4:00. $30 gets you both the improv workshop and a ticket to that night show coming up.
That's a hell of a deal.
That's a hell of a deal.
It's a workshop and a show for $30. The fuck y'all's gonna do on Saturday night for $30?
You could watch a midget beaten off
in a trash can.
In a trash can.
You know what?
I think I'm slightly more entertaining.
You know, maybe. I mean,
It
that's
depends on the size of the
debatable.
trash can.
That is, you know, a bit debatable. But what I think you don't want to do on a Saturday night is call the police for any reason
No, not on a Saturday. Fuck that.
or any night, really. It's just a bad idea. You know, I firmly believe that. Don't invite the police into your home, into your life, and they
Not
won't
if you don't
be
need
there.
them.
Yeah.
Are you
But
speaking?
because a 43-year-old man made that mistake, he called 911 because he heard some shots outside his home, and then Las Vegas police officers showed up and shot him, killed him. This guy. Look at that nice smile. He's fucking dead.
Friendly enough.
A 43-year-old father was shot and killed in his home by a Las Vegas police officer last week, authorities said, after he called 911 for help and struggled with a woman he knew over a knife. Brandon Durham's family has asked for the officer to be arrested, but an attorney for the officer, Alexander Bookman, said his client committed no crime. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police received multiple calls in early November 12th about a shooting on Wine River Drive in Durham. Durham was home with his 15-year-old daughter, told 911 that people were shooting at his house and had broken in. Assistant Sheriff Dory Keene said at a news conference last week. Bookman and two others responded. They saw damaged cars and windows, heard screaming and banging from inside Durham's home. Bookman kicked in Durham's front door and once inside found Durham and Alejandra Boudreau. Is she Spanish or French? 31, wrestling over a knife in a bedroom doorway, according to Corinne. First of all, you know, you don't fuck with them Spanish French bitches. Everybody knows that.
I was going to say Cajun.
Everybody knows that. You know? I mean, you hear a name like Alejandra Boudreau.
Who's got a,
Wasn't she in The Waterboy?
who's got a bad ground?
It might be me.
I mean,
You hear
yeah, a lot of static.
a lot of static?
Yeah, that's you.
Well, that's interesting.
You got a broken lead or something in something, or dust in your fader.
Is this any better?
Yes.
Much.
Okay. I turned Erica's mic off and made sure the connection was tight. Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay.
Did you guys hear what I read?
Yes,
It
We
was just
heard that
from
Las
the-
Vegas doesn't like black people.
that's pretty much what we heard.
Yeah, Las Vegas, the police in Las Vegas are just like everywhere else. Well, this guy, this deputy didn't kill people. He killed dogs. Fucking 7 of them.
That seems worse. I mean, not.
If you ask the right cop, he'll tell you that it was better.
Ugh. First of all, I'm upset. But McNairy County, Tennessee, a sheriff's deputy was fired after he killed 7 dogs when he was tasked to check on the animals and make sure they were okay. The family that owned the dogs said that they were just out for dinner when their pets were killed. The now former McNairy County Sheriff's deputy, Connor Bracken, responded to the animal welfare call made on November 4th. And of course, this thing pops in my fucking face. To reports that the animals were malnourished pets at an abandoned home. After Bracken arrived at the property, he released one of the dogs to the person who made the welfare call. Then he shot and killed 7 dogs. No reason had been released as to why Bracken released one dog or shot and killed the other 7 dogs, but we think he's a douchebag. He's the biggest douchebag you've ever fucking seen. Kevin Dismuke, the owner of the 7 dogs, told Fox 31 that he and his wife were out for dinner when his pets were shot. Dismuke also said he had no idea why the animal welfare call was made. I don't know where they came up with the idea that they were malnourished or abandoned. 3 of the dogs were found dead inside the home. You motherfucker, you come into my house and shoot my fucking dog?
Or there was
fuck.
Or there was a dog door. And they ran back inside to try and take cover after they were shot.
Well, either fucking way, dude.
Either way, it's.
I don't think this guy. I look at this smug prick. And he was only fired. Only fired. There's no.
Yeah.
Oh wait. A warrant was issued for Bracken's arrest on Tuesday, and he was charged with seven counts of aggravated cruelty to animals and 8 counts of reckless endangerment. He turned himself in and has since been released on bond. I hope that he is beaten to death. I hope that this man is beaten to death in the most painful way.
You know, often really horrible people still have empathy for animals.
Yes, but people who don't have empathy for animals are severely horrible people.
Oh yeah.
So just to put this in perspective, in Vegas, they shot and killed a grown-ass man, a black man, and nothing. And this guy kills 7 dogs and gets fired.
And arrested.
And
get. So what we've learned here.
How many sevenths of a person is a dog?
There we go.
Well, see, here's all right. I'm not defending anybody. This is what I'm saying.
It sounds like you're about to defend the shit out of somebody.
I'm not defending anybody. But what I'm saying is a cop walks in to an obvious hostile situation. Walks in, sees 2 people fighting over a knife. One of them is a hot-ass French Puerto Rican bitch. The other is a black dude. Who's he supposed to shoot?
The knife.
See, knives don't kill people. People kill people.
See, it's a trick question. The fact is, a Puerto Rican girl with a knife is very, very dangerous.
A Puerto Rican girl with a knife is way more dangerous than a black guy.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying.
His situational awareness is very, very bad.
He answered incorrectly.
You didn't read that right at all.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is what that Las Vegas cop did was so much less of a deliberate fucking act than what this fucking dude did.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The one cop showed up and misread the situation and made an instantaneous judgment that fucked his life and killed a man. That fucking sucks. He's got to live with that. And I'm sure, like, I've watched fucking videos where cops take a life and then they break down because they didn't ever want to. But then this fucking dickhead shows the fuck up over dogs.
Hold my beer.
And then executes 7 fucking dogs.
For shits and grins.
Just because he fucking felt like it. If you ask me which one should be taken off the street, it's this fucking guy. You know what I mean? And yes,
did he give a reason?
What's that?
Did he give a reason?
No, there was no reason given.
I'd like more details to the story before I,
Oh, you want to condone you condone the murder of animals as long as you know the details?
No.
Oh, so what are you trying to say there, Pete?
I want to hear all the details before I make any judgments.
Before you make a judgment on a guy that killed 7 dogs for no reason?
But we don't have a reason. There is a reason. We just haven't gotten it yet.
What's a good reason to show up at someone's house and kill 7 dogs?
A good reason.
A good reason.
Okay.
The dogs were all playing poker.
Yeah,
I feel
what
like
were the other 3 doing?
I feel like the condition of the dogs, or the what's the word? The actions of the dogs. You know, I
Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck listen, if a cop shows up to check on my dog and my dog bites the cop, good. Fuck you, go away. Leave me and my dogs alone. You want to fucking all right, listen.
Have you ever been attacked by a mad dog?
I have been attacked by several dogs, yes.
Okay.
It hurts. I've been bitten. It sucks.
Okay.
Like I haven't lost flesh over it. But
and in that moment, if you had a gun, what would you have done? That's where you have to put this.
Well, okay, maybe one or two dogs.
That's what cops are tasked with every day. They're
right.
in
Maybe
situations
maybe
have
one or two dogs, but all 7.
Yeah, all 7. Yeah, like I said, I'd like more details. I just, that's all. I'd like more details before I,
So
condemn a man.
I don't think it said whether or not he was being attacked by the dogs.
It didn't, and that's like I said.
But I feel like if they were, that would have been important information that would have been given.
Yeah, but
and
then we're talking about the media.
Yeah.
That
so
they like to politely remove facts to steer perception.
Yeah, I'm
overall it's a horrible situation.
I'm sifting through a couple of different versions of this story, and they all say for reasons unknown.
All right. Well, since Pete condones the senseless murder of dogs, do you think Pete would condone a mother being arrested because their 11-year-old child took a walk to the store?
Hold on. Not for nothing, but if you need to kill 7 dogs, do you think he stopped to reload?
He had 2 more. He had 2 more in the clip.
Yeah, the standard issue police block holds 9 rounds.
Sorry, just to be.
Well, no. You're assuming 1 shot, 1 kill, and I don't think that's the case with dogs.
Well, that's the way they teach you in training. Is you fire 1 shot, it better land. So.
Yes, but you're not trained on how to kill dogs.
I feel like cops are trained on how to kill dogs because they're really good at it.
I feel like they're better trained.
I feel like they're trained to handle threats.
I would like to think that at some point this motherfucker stopped and reloaded a clip so he could continue murdering dogs. Where is John Wick?
He's like,
where is John Wick when we need him?
Yeah, where's John Wick?
All right, well.
All right, can we hear about this heifer?
This next story.
What, the dogs in the house? The cop went to the car and got out his .223 caliber rifle
to get the dogs in the house
and shot my damn house.
Wow.
So like he didn't use his sidearm.
The quote from the guy says, "To step out of your car with a .223 caliber rifle and shoot through my damn house," Dismuke said to the news outlet in utter disbelief.
That's where he got the reckless endangerment.
Yeah, he for every shot that he took, he gets a count of reckless endangerment.
You're fucking right, he does.
Until they prove that they were good shoots or bad shoots.
I hope this man is raped in prison repeatedly. I hope that a fellow inmate outens a homemade cigarette on the tip of his penis.
He's been on the job less than a month at the time of the killings.
So he's a rookie.
Oh, so he thought that was a good idea. He said, well, if I don't know if these animals are all right or not, so fuck them.
He thought he was immune.
Apparently.
I can kill all these fucking dogs, man. Fuck these dogs. You want to see if these dogs are all right? These dogs ain't all right. Let me show you. It's hard to live with a bullet in your forehead.
So
that man 100% thought he was invincible.
Think back to the 21st day you were on your job. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt that it's 3 weeks in. Think back to the 21st day you had a job.
Okay.
That was relatively complicated. How well did you know that job just 21 days in?
Not well.
You probably still had questions about some parts of it, right?
Yeah.
Still learning some stuff.
Right. If I were on the job for 3 weeks, and I would call into the station for advice. Please advise.
Or maybe the dog catcher.
Yeah. Animal welfare.
I only have one question. How can I kill more dogs? Please advise. My dog shooting quota is a little low.
I want to know why animal control wasn't called out to do the wellness check instead to begin with, because like I said, he's clearly an officer. Like, what are they, like, understaffed right now?
They must, they must pull double duty in bumfuck Tennessee.
Yeah.
But
6 out of 12.
How many dogs can we shoot per month?
Dispatch, we're out of grenades, combat.
6 out of 12 to dispatch.
7 marry 3.
I'm wondering, is there any way you could point me in the direction of another dog call? I seem to run out of targets. I mean, dogs.
No.
I think
I tried using the shotgun, but they explode.
Would you send out the armored personnel carrier? I'm going in.
I think
it'd be like that scene from Die Hard. They roll the APC up to the front steps, and then they take it out with a rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher. All right,
it's
so
almost time. We get to watch.
I've been kind of living a nostalgia, thing. I've been binge watching.
Please change that immediately.
What's that? That you condone the senseless murder of dogs.
Please. No, in all seriousness, please remove that immediately. Come up with something else. There. Okay, that's accurate.
That's accurate. I'm butthurt. That's so fuck off.
I am. I don't appreciate that.
Well, I don't appreciate this. All right. I'm fucking with you, Pete. Everybody knows I'm fucking with you.
I know.
Everybody watching, if anybody watching knows I'm fucking with you. You know what I mean? Nobody really thinks that you condone the senseless murder of dogs, Pete. Nobody thinks that.
Have you met the internet?
I have. Personally. Every one of them, one by one.
I watch it I see it every day. Every day.
But so I've been binge watching the Golden Girls, you know? And people might ask why. And I'm going to show you why right now.
We really have no questions. You're wearing a Rehoboth Beach t-shirt or
here. What?
Shirt.
Wait, we need the sound because it's important.
That's where I come from. They do. That's why the brown bear and the field mouse can share their lives and live in harmony. Of course, they can't mate or the mice would explode.
It's the greatest fucking joke. That was on the Golden Girls.
Betty White was so awesome.
Yeah.
There was a fucking rodent exploding during sex joke on the Golden Girls.
Delivered by Betty White herself.
Betty White, dude, delivers some of the greatest lines in that whole show.
Have you watched some of the bloopers where she just breaks the whole cast?
No, I have not.
No, they're terrific. Betty White routinely on the regular.
Her timing is impeccable.
Break the rest of that cast because they were just like, what?
I think she was on that show with, I forget who else. Some younger actresses.
Hot in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they said the same thing. Like they said, the worst part about working with Betty White and the best part of working with Betty White is she is always right there to break you in a scene.
Yes.
And it's always it's great, but it gets maddening that she gets and does it all the time.
You know, it's funny like that our Betty White is a big black guy.
Yes.
You know?
And
that's fair.
Really
and I have been on stage with him. And I got to tell you, he's a fucking pleasure to work with.
I will agree.
But we have a similar sense of humor. So it's funny to us to take another actor to the brink right before they have to step on stage. Or while they can see you in the side.
Oh shit.
Yes.
On stage. It just started raining like mad.
Hey, put those away.
Yeah, we got thunder and lightning now.
Is that
Love it.
I think Pete is Dorothy. I feel like I'm Sophia.
You're saying I'm B. Arthur?
Yes. And that means that Mike is Blanche.
Clanahan.
Yeah.
The whore.
Yeah. I don't know. Betty White took. I mean, Rose took some dick. She had a bunch of dick during that show.
Yeah.
Not only that, but she also killed a man. There was the episode where she killed a man with a pussy.
I don't remember that one. I remember the episode where she was hooked on pain pills, and I remember the episode.
There was an older gentleman who hadn't had sex. No, he was an adultery. He cheated on his wife, but she didn't know that. And he told her that he hadn't had sex in a while, and she said, the same thing. And in the morning, he was asleep, so she went downstairs to not wake him up. So then one of the other girls said, I'll wake him up, and then they found him dead. So then she was afraid to have sex with anyone else after that because she was afraid that she would kill again.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that one yet, I guess, because I don't remember that, but I remember the ones where there was one where she was hooked on pain. One where she was hooked on pain pills. Listen, nobody clears up a pain pill addiction in 30 minutes. That just doesn't happen. Okay, so there should have been a little lead up to it.
Probably
Maybe a little follow up. You know, I was listening to an interview with, I think his name was Brian Baumgartner. He was Kevin from The Office.
okay.
And he said what made The Office really, really unique was the world building, where they had an entire world before they started shooting. They had everything, you know, they knew Kevin was in a band. They knew they had these consistent, and The Office is pretty consistent.
Yeah, they had solid backstories together.
Their storylines stay. They stick. And with the Golden Girls and TV and like MASH, the storylines didn't stick. Everything wasn't canon. Like in MASH, Radar lost his virginity like 15 times. He had his first drink like 30 times. You know what I mean?
And he didn't.
Yeah, except when he did.
Right.
But also, like there was an episode where Rose thought she had AIDS. It was a very special episode because she had a transfusion. Like, you know, this was back in the 80s. So she had a transfusion years before, and she thought she might have AIDS. And they did a whole big joke. They did this whole big thing about getting an AIDS test, and Blanche always gets everybody at the AIDS testing place knew Blanche.
All right, that's funny.
It was funny, but the worlds didn't stick. Like we meet Dorothy's son like 3 or 4 times. It's never the same actor. Like there's no congruency.
Yeah.
They just figured, listen, we're on once a week. Nobody remembers. There's no archive.
Right.
You know, nobody was expecting anyone to watch the Golden Girls in order, one after another. Like nobody thought that was going to happen.
Ever.
And pick out, right. And here I am. Okay. Not all heroes wear capes. Doing the impossible.
Look back to the shows in the 50s and 60s. They would reuse bit players over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, different character. Like it's the same actor for different characters.
Yeah, they'd be on 3 times in a season as 4 different people.
MASH had 3 Korean actors.
3 majors. Yeah, 3 majors.
3 Korean actors. That's it. And there were like one minute the guy's playing like a general in the army, and then like 3 episodes later he's a peasant, and it's the same dude.
Right. And then Pat Morita's Chinese.
Yeah. And it was a lot of times it was Pat Morita, and there was another dude and a chick. Actually, they had more chicks. They had a couple more chicks than dudes.
Yep.
And they had there were a lot of didn't have speaking lines.
Right.
Like whenever they had like North Korean military, didn't have speaking lines. I think I saw Jackie Chan, I think, one time.
You might have, yeah.
But just
you'd be surprised. That's another thing about MASH. The guest stars that come through are like,
oh yeah,
because we watch a couple episodes of MASH here from time to time, and the other day the one that was on, I think Joey Pants was the guest star. Joey Pantangeli, he was in The Matrix, and it's been
yeah.
Joey Pants.
Joey Pantoliano.
Pantoliano.
Yeah, Pantoliano.
Yeah, I know. All right, I know who that is.
You know what I'm talking about? He was also on CSI New York.
Yeah. He
always plays like a crass dickhead.
He was a kid from New York who stole another kid from New York's orders because his buddy got shot next to him in the foxhole, and he had just gotten his orders to go home. So he swapped dog tags and orders with him so that he could go home because he was just wounded, and he was going to go home as this Jewish kid, but it turned out he was a Catholic boy.
Aw.
Okay, he got him through that. But, you know, like all kinds of people went through that. Ron Howard did an episode. Dice Clay was on an episode.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think
I'm gonna hazard. I know why they reused so many people. I don't think their budgets were as big as shows are today.
No, they're not. And unfortunately, at the time, you were kind of limited in which Koreans you could hire to work for you because there weren't a whole lot of Korean actors available.
Sure.
So they used people who looked Korean enough in cases.
Yeah, they didn't. Asian. Close
Yeah.
enough. I'm sure they're Mexicans. You know, they didn't care.
Nurse Kelly was Hawaiian, I think.
I think she was. But the last thing I had prepped to kind of talk about comes from staff writer Bill. And, he enjoys a good marketing program. I enjoy a good marketing program. But
I saw something about this earlier today, and I ignored the urge to go down the rabbit hole. But like, what is this?
That's okay.
It's the Four Loko forearm limited edition koozie. So it's going to keep your drink cold. You know?
Yeah,
Riley Reid, Four Loko 2024. Their slogan is "Fuck yourself." This election season, you're fucked either way. Might as well fuck yourself. And there's a video.
Oh, hi. I'm Riley Reid. You may know me from your boyfriend's browser history. Whether
I was
you're
going to say, I know who that is.
colored man with a roadkill toupee, or the other party's second best option, someone who thinks that coconuts grow on coconut trees, I'm here to tell you, you're f***ed either way. Thank you. I'm an American just like you. And I didn't literally work my ass off to have some moron tell me what to do. I mean, what the f*** do I have in common with these egomaniacal, narcissistic, power-hungry boomers who suck and f*** their way to the top? Maybe we do have something in common. I'd much rather f*** myself than let either of them f*** me, and you can f*** yourself too. Just go to fourlocoforum.com and you can get this limited edition koozie. And guess what? All proceeds go to getting me elected, which will never happen, so I just get to keep all of the money. Oh, say. I'm Riley Reid, and I approve this message.
Brought to you by the absolutely unhinged marketing department at Four Loko and a bunch of other idiots.
So, my thing is, this is the problem: is you're definitely going to spill your drink. You know?
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah, that's not double duty.
Or
you can only,
even if you put an unopened one in there to keep it cold for a while, it's going to be too shaken up to drink it.
Yeah,
you're not going to want to open that.
You know, even if you're not shoving that into your own orifice, I don't think it stands up.
Multiple orifices, as you know, Matthew.
All right, I'm going to go back to condones the senseless murder of dogs in the Pete's.
Wow, no, please don't.
I don't.
Unappreciative. Yes,
that's still
accurate.
But that's sitting in a cup holder. That's not gonna.
That's not even gonna go in the cup holder.
That's not gonna sit upright. You know.
It'll go in the cup holder.
But the drink's not gonna sit upright, you know? Like there's so many flaws.
If you get the cup holder to tip her ass up and spread her leg.
Oh, okay.
Never
two girls, one cup holder.
So what we want to thank staff writer Bill for his contributions to if you buy now, you'll also receive Riley Reid exclusive Riley Reid video content, and they have other things too.
Wow.
Make Loco great again. I like that. The Four Loco forearm
with them on the sleeves.
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic.
Wow.
Actually.
That's wild.
Who's gonna get me that for Christmas?
Dude, it's only $30. I think I'd rather have that than the fucking sex toy.
If somebody gets me that for Christmas, I will agree to wear it out in public.
Oh, that's funny.
Can't see it. What does it say?
Oh, something. You're gonna make me vote.
Oh fuck! You're gonna make me vote. That's pretty funny.
Wow.
They are definitely.
Oh wow! If you
department.
want a free koozie, you can fill out to win one. So need a handout? Okay, socialist. Enter your info below for a chance to win your own forearm koozie.
You're signing us up, right? I mean, that's why it got quiet.
Oh yeah.
If they
media,
if they
virus,
I'll hang it behind me.
I know.
You know, I'll hang it behind me every week. Be nice to have sponsorship.
Oh, you'd enjoy it, wouldn't you?
Sponsorship, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give me that sponsorship. Sponsor me deep.
I can just see it now. We
All right, so we're registered. We're registered to win. You'll get the email if we win a free forearm.
Okay.
Forearm koozie. I didn't realize I wasn't. Well, I didn't. You have to put in information like your email, phone number, and address. So it's probably better that I did
put the show's information in there.
Yeah. Well, I put my phone number just because in case it's like they give you spam calls and shit.
Right.
Let's see what else.
I didn't know Four Loco was still a thing.
They changed the recipe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not the same. It's not the same Four Loco that you and I love and remember. It is.
I don't know that I've ever had Four Loco before.
I've never drank it. No,
I want to say I might have tried it once and been like, "Oh dear Lord."
I've had the old formula.
Okay. Yeah, I tried the old formula before it disappeared.
Because it killed people. That's why it disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, it killed people because people weren't looking at what they were drinking. They were just pounding big tall cans.
Yeah.
It killed people because some people are pussies.
That's right. We need to fucking thin the herd. Just like this dumb bitch. Mom facing jail time after son walked alone. Alone. By himself. For over for less than a mile.
That's less than 5,280 feet. That's all a mile is 5,280 feet.
5,700 minutes. What?
I'm more impressed that you know
I would walk less than 1 mile. I would walk less than 1 mile more.
I would walk less than 1 mile, and I would walk less than one more just to be the man who gets his mom locked up for me walking to the store. Fuck you, mom, fuck you, mom, fuck you, mom, fuck you, mom, fuck you, little fuck you, little fuck you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
I appreciate that.
That was amazing.
Completely unplanned.
So excited about that.
Because Pete gets all the credit for that one. That was
no, sir. You took that and you hit that one out of the park.
That's a
But a mom in Georgia is facing jail time because her 10-year-old son walked less than a mile away from home by himself, according to multiple reports. Multiple reports? It all started on October 30th, 2024, when 41-year-old Brittany Patterson took another one of her kids to a doctor's appointment. She told ABC News. She received a call from the Fannin County Sheriff's Office that her son, Soren, left the family home in Mineral Bluff and wandered into town. Soren was found by deputies less than a mile away from the family's home. The 40-year-old mother said she was annoyed Soren didn't tell her where he was going, but didn't think anything of it. Soren was taken home by deputies and apologized for the miscommunication with his mother, which Patterson thought was the end of the situation. However, jackbooted thugs showed up hours later and she was arrested. In the state, neglect by a parent can be defined as failure to provide a child with adequate supervision, such as for such a child's well-being. According to the guideline, Patterson was booked on suspicion of reckless conduct and posted a $500 bond. Authorities have urged Patterson to sign a safety plan. Why don't you fuck off? Why? This whole thing is pissing me off. Listen, how did anybody? Who ratted? This kid went for a walk.
I have two words for you. Ring cameras.
But I mean, he went for a fucking walk. He wasn't breaking into cars. He wasn't shoplifting. He wasn't kicking cats. He wasn't throwing rocks at cripples and laugh when they get hit. He wasn't doing any of that shit. Okay?
At 11, Pete, were you able to get away from the house more than a mile, like out on your bike with friends or whatever?
Dude, all right, the safety plan, which would require her to make sure her children are under constant watchful eye. Fuck. He is, 7 years away from being an adult? Why don't you go get fucked? Go get fucked.
I mean, at 11, I was off on my bike and playing ball down the field. And
dude, we were in the woods finding porno, setting fires.
Yeah.
Fucking
at 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at like 12, 13, I'm pretty sure like that was starting to occur. Like,
I knew a 12-year-old mother.
Wow.
My parents were big into, nature. Go out and play in nature because nature is free.
Yep.
Go play in the woods.
Go get a whole big fucking day full of that nature.
Right. Go dig a hole, basically.
Oh, we ran around in the woods, built forts.
I mean, but we were vandalizing, stealing from construction sites to build forts. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just
slamming Four Locos.
Slamming Fort. I mean, maybe not 11, more at like 14. I'd say 14 is when I really started drinking, like high school.
But like at 11, it wasn't that hard to get about a mile away from the house. It's only 5,000 feet.
Right. There's no reason. Like, people called the cops, and then the cops came and did something. Like, why?
5,300.
All of their neighbors are named Karen, and they own Ring cameras. And they saw this little kid.
I'm going to call 911. There's a young boy by himself.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Is this where we are right now?
And of course, their husbands named Brandon and Kyle.
This is where we are right now.
Yep.
This is where we are now, right now.
Dude.
People don't know how to mind their own goddamn business.
They don't.
So
they don't. Everybody thinks that I give a shit about what they think. And most of the time, they are so fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Like all the people, all of the people were very upset after Election Day, and they made these videos of themselves crying and tantruming. Why does anyone need to see that? Why do you think people want to see that? Do you understand what I'm saying? And even if, I'm sure if things had worked out in their best interest, they would have made a video making an ass out of themselves in a happy way. But the point is, they think that their opinion is so fucking important that everybody needs to hear it.
You mean like
we fucking don't.
They invest in microphones and find streaming platforms and people to holler this nonsense at from week to week for 4 years?
No, these people don't put that much fucking work into it.
No, I get it.
They're just emoting. They're just emoting.
They want to become viral.
But they're just emoting. That's all they're doing is setting up a camera to emote.
And they're
could I just interject here for a second?
Hang on. But if you've set up a camera to emote, it is not true emotion.
No,
because you were able to set up the camera.
You're acting.
Like, people are such fucking narcissistic douchebags. Speaking of narcissistic douchebags, Pete wanted to say something. What was it, Pete?
I was just going to say, you can contact me at pete@tmvp.com. Isn't that it? That our email address? No, what is it? TheMediaVirus.com? What's our email address? Anyways, I was going to say, I've got some equipment if you'd like to buy it.
Pete's trying to up their production value.
I was just going to offer to sell them some of my old equipment, Come on. I'm seeing a money-making opportunity here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. People and their fucking opinions and butting into everyone's. And this 11-year-old kid was walking to the fucking store, and everybody and the cops didn't have the fucking,
common sense.
You got nothing better to fucking deal with in your town than an 11-year-old walking into a store.
Right?
Well, they already shot the black guy, so the next one.
And all the dogs.
Once you shoot the black guy and all the dogs, I guess there's nothing left. You got to arrest old ladies.
Yeah.
You got to go after the kids next.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Next, you got to follow up on the suspicious 11-year-old walking to the store.
Hey, Matt, it's been a productive shift. You shot that old lady and the black guy, and then I took out all those dogs. I mean, what are we going to do for the next few hours?
Well, we're gonna spend some more justice.
What time was it? I was gonna say it's not even like 2:00. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna dispense some more justice.
Look, that one got loose.
Dispensing justice. Let's go arrest that lady for letting her child walk to the store. Dude, I'd move. I'd fucking move. I'd sell my house and move.
Well, yeah.
Fuck you. I would move. I don't know where I'd move to, but I'd fucking move. I'd get the fuck out of that town. Get the fuck away from me.
It's like you got to jump a whole county. It was they were deputies, sheriff deputies.
Yeah,
sheriff county level position.
I'd move to a state. I would transplant. I would move. You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
Once a government entity feels it has the authority of that much control, you have to show it that it doesn't. And the only way to do that is to get out.
You have to move away from it.
You have to move away from it. That's tyranny.
Yeah.
They're going to, this is what it is. That municipality needs money.
Right.
So they arrested her.
Nobody was speeding in town.
Nobody was speeding. Right. Everybody's
So
following the law. So they needed money. So they arrested her. So they get her bond. Now she put up $500, but I'm sure, there's a bail bondsman involved.
Probably.
Well, you look, it says, she said the GoFundMe's already raised over $48,000.
Right. That's because this town needs money. That's the
that's
only reason.
For her.
Yeah, because she has to pay fines.
Yeah.
She has to pay fines, and she has to defend herself against these charges.
Yeah.
Because
that's all this is. This is a cash grab for this.
If she's convicted, she could also spend a year in jail, which at this point, they may just double down and give her that anyway. If they're not going to budge.
I don't get it. I don't get why.
Dude, my parents would have been in jail.
Oh, my parents.
I was all over the goddamn place.
My parents would have been executed. They would have been, they'd have just been convicted right there.
On TV.
Right. They'd have sold a pay-per-view.
Right.
It would have gotten more views than the Tyson fight. Yeah, honestly, I think. I was disappointed in that fight. Everybody's saying that Tyson looked like he was just getting paid to be there.
Yeah. You think he wasn't?
Funny story.
No, but that's what he looked like. He didn't give a shit.
He didn't give a.
He had no fire. He didn't have Mike Tyson's fire in his belly.
Right.
20 million.
And I think had he had the, maybe laid off the weed for, a little bit, he'd have gotten the anger back.
There's a couple of clips that show Mike Tyson holding back, where he goes in on Jake, and then he kind of goes, "Well, wait a minute, like I can't beat the snot out of this kid like completely."
He was not. He wasn't paid to win. He was paid to make him look good.
Yeah.
I love how it came. I like how it came down to like. I don't understand how Jake Paul thought this was going to be good. Like, one, you were either going to.
He made a bunch of money.
He made a bunch of money, but
he's the promoter. He made a bunch of money.
You're either going to be labeled the guy that beat up an 80. How old is Mike Tyson?
He's only 10 years older than us.
Yeah, he's only what is he? 60?
58.
58. Wow,
that's it.
Okay, so he's either the guy that beat up a 58-year-old, or he got beat up by a 58-year-old.
Yeah, but it's a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and that's
Mike Tyson. I mean, I wouldn't go 5 rounds with Mike Tyson. Would you?
I wouldn't even attempt it.
No. Yeah,
but I don't know. I think I think if he had skin in the game, if it meant something, he'd have beaten Paul, or at least had a much better showing.
If it was important to him, but what was important to him was making the money for his family.
Because I know that there was in the it was in the contract that it's stacked on top, like the ring stacked. So rounds. So the longer he lasted, the more he made. Like the longer the fight lasted, the more
I'm a little upset, that Jake Paul didn't remove that cuff earring, because that presented a definite choking hazard for Mike.
Did you come up with that yourself, Pete?
I did.
You came up with that all by yourself.
All by myself.
I'm impressed. That's a good joke.
I like it. Good job.
I crafted
Pete.
it myself.
I have a thought experiment.
All right.
I think it would be a fun game. You've got Mike Tyson
with
a dog's remote shock collar on. The remote is across the room.
All right.
You have to slip up behind him and whisper the N-word in his ear and then get to the remote control so that he doesn't kill you.
Wow.
Wait, and you're starting off behind him?
Yes, you have to slip up behind him and whisper in his ear.
All right, but he better be wearing pants.
Which is, in fact, part of the thought experiment that I didn't mention that he was going to be wearing clothes or not. And Pete
assless chaps or whatever. Like
Pete already has him pantsless.
Like was that was just an interview or whatever he was doing? And
what's the experiment? Like, what are we experimenting? Like, how fast
can you beat Mike Tyson? Are you faster than Mike Tyson?
What would it cost for you to try?
Oh, what would it cost
for you to
me to try? Now, do I get paid whether I accomplish it or not?
Yes. You just have to try.
Well,
I just have to try.
You get a certain amount if you try and fail, but if you try and succeed, then you get an even larger amount. But you get something. You got to get something for your troubles. Because, I mean, yeah, if you fail and Mike Tyson gets his hands on you, like, that's going to hurt.
The only way I'm going to try to pull this off, because I'm already behind Tyson, then I'm going to hit him in the back of the head as hard as I fucking can. And hope that makes him wobble just enough.
Gives you just enough time.
You can't
just enough time.
You can't
just enough time
after you have said the N-word, whispered the N-word in his ear.
Can I throw something at him?
You can't move against him offensively until you've whispered the N-word in his ear.
Can I Can I hold a brick whilst whispering?
No weapons. You have to whisper and then get to the remote to shock him so that he doesn't kill you.
What if I was in the midst? What if I was in the midst of building a wall and just happened to have a brick in my hand?
I'm gonna learn how to throw my. I'd have to learn how to throw my voice because I'd be like, I do the old it's kind of the tap on one shoulder and go to the other way and like go to the other side. You know, I'd throw my voice over to one side and go to the other side.
This is what you got to do. You got to start like 3-4 steps behind him. You get that running start, and then as you pass by him, just whisper it on your way.
You can drive by.
It's a drive by.
But you got to get to that.
Here's what you do. You hide it. You hide it in a sentence. Right? You walk up behind him.
You hear the new Kanye West song?
Or no, this is what you do. You walk up to him and you go, "Pardon me, Mike, is that your Acura in the parking lot?" Right? Is that your Acura Vigor in the parking lot? But you replace the V. And then you run.
When you said Acura, I was like, is he? Yeah, he is.
And then you run. Because it's going to take him a minute. Do I drive an Acura Vigor? And then he'll be like, wait, that's not what he said. I think he called me and then.
Has anybody seen him singing the Monster Mash?
What?
No.
There's a video of him. He's singing the Monster Mash. He's high as balls. It's terrible. You got to go find it.
Mash.
Yeah,
it was a graveyard smash.
Yeah.
It's a duet with Bobby Brown.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
I saw that last week, and I was like, what the?
Oh, it was on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Kimmel's awesome for doing this. That's pretty spectacular.
Yes, it was. Nope.
Happy Halloween. I'd like to alert the television and and Radio Hall of Fame, right? If you're watching right now, this is about to go in the archives amongst the greatest moments.
Where was this in October?
History. Here they are, Mike Tyson and Bobby Brown with Monster Mash.
This is insane.
I hope you're ready.
I was working in lab late one night when my eyes saw a better sight. For my buster.
The fuck is going on? First of all, he looks like Eddie Murphy doing James Brown.
Yeah.
He did a buster mash. He did a buster mash.
They put fangs in his mouth. They put fangs in his mouth to accentuate his speech impediment.
And it goes in the box for me. Now. In the box of black toys. They did a box of mash. They did a box of mash. They did a box of mash. Hey, they did the welcome mash. Oh, they did a box of mash.
What in the fuck?
Yeah.
I couldn't let myself be the only one that saw that. I had to bring that to you guys.
Yo.
Wow.
That
You
was
think they burned one before they went on stage?
I think they burned like a whole forest.
They smoked crack before they went on stage.
That's Bobby Brown. That was cocaine. He got some good shit.
What's cocaine?
He's probably still finding it all over the house.
Dude, where do you get, how does Jimmy Kimmel find the fucking balls to say to Mike Tyson, I want you to sing a duet of the Monster Mash with Bobby Brown? Why? Because it's going to be fucking funny.
Throw enough money at him. He paid enough money.
But Mike has a sense of humor of himself about like that. Like I've seen
him
in some recent video clips where he's been real, either stuff that he's made and put out himself or stuff that you just don't see very often because it was never cool to show a Mike Tyson that actually like was a person. So like he has this interesting sense of humor where he gets it. He knows why people make all the jokes about its lisp and he plays right.
He also had a comedy. He had a comedy routine.
Yeah.
He had
on tour.
He had that the SNL shorts too, where it was like the Mike Tyson and Norm Macdonald played a pigeon.
Well, that was because there was a whole show where Mike Tyson kept pigeons and talked to pigeons and shit. It was a cartoon on like Adult Swim or something.
Yeah. Wow. It was like Mike Tyson's Mysteries or some shit.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was 1 part Scooby-Doo and 2 parts Mike Tyson.
Well,
but like he wasn't
Self-aware.
just the voice that came in and read those. Yeah, he gets it. He knows why he's funny, and doesn't mind leaning into it once in a while.
Good.
He was in what was it? Was it The Hangover 2 or 3?
2, I think.
Actually, I think he was in 2.
That midget beating off in a trash can. A midget beating off in the trash can.
Yeah.
A midget beating off in the trash.
It sounds like Dusty Rhodes.
It is Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's an Instagram account called No Context Ric Flair, no Context Flair memes.
Oh, I've seen that. That's beautiful.
And this is No Context Dusty. So
Yeah,
yeah.
That's great.
Ric Flair, I was never really that into wrestling.
Neither was I.
But the Ric Flair woo Woo!
Mm-hmm.
It spans. You know, it. Hang on.
Everyone knows it.
It's Instagram. You have to turn the sound on.
So the caption there is cheering my buddy on when he brought a girl back to our college dorm.
He can style, he can profile, he can woo the lady. And last but not least, he's got class. He can wrestle.
That's writing a buddy
He
a
can
reference,
style, he can
pretending to be his last employer. You may be able to talk shit.
But you see, buddy, not only am I going to beat ya, I'm going to have Precious singing. I'll be coming round the mountain. Fans will see. But you see, buddy, not
I smoke all the like smoking Joe Frazier, the hell. I smoke all the like smoking Joe Frazier, the hell.
That was a picture of Ric Flair over the Wu-Tang symbol. I enjoy that.
Okay.
Well, anybody got anything to spit out?
I'm tapped.
Peter,
Yeah.
you got anything
Stuff to...
you spent too?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I've been up for way too many hours.
Had a couple of good jokes.
He did have a couple,
Had a couple of good jokes this week.
Yeah. That nap did you good, Pete.
It's this point in the show where we're going to pick you up by your ankles and shake you a little bit to make sure there's no more in there for this week.
Well, I think that's it, guys. I think that's the end of C Block. I mean,
C Block on the 211th episode of the Media Virus podcast. Who was talking?
I was scratching my head.
Somebody tried to say. I thought somebody tried to say something.
No.
No? Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, that must be it. And we'll be back next week on episode 212. Stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raspberry Tea Bag.